Welcome to the comeback season, where we have real conversations about fueling your body, rebuilding strength, and stepping back into the life you were meant to live. Whether you've been caring for kids, aging parents, or just lost sight of your own needs, we see you. And this is your season to rise. Hello, my name is Nicole McLeod with Healthy Mind, Healthy Body. I'm a mindset and fitness coach and the author of I Started on a Tuesday. I know what it feels like to lose yourself in the chaos and still hold on to the hope that something better is coming.
And I'm Christi Kelsey from Christi Counts Macros, nutrition and mindset coach and food freedom advocate. I've worked with lots of women who felt stuck, restricted, and unsure where to even begin. Together, we're bringing you honest conversations, healing truths, and real strategies to help you rise again, physically, mentally, and emotionally, whether you've hit rock bottom or you're just tired of putting yourself last. This space is for you because this is your comeback season and it starts right now. Hello, welcome to the comeback season holiday edition. This is week 4 of 6. Our aim is to support you this holiday season with tools that help you have a peaceful, calm holiday so you can connect with your loved ones and enjoy the season. I'm Christi with Christi Counts Macros, and I'm recording solo today. My co-host Nicole is out sick, and we wish her a speedy recovery. Today, I want to talk about something that comes up for so many women, especially this time of year, and that's boundaries. And not the harsh kind that make you feel like you've built a wall, but the gentle, protective kind that let you show up as your best self instead of your most exhausted self. This is what I want you to take from today's episode. Boundaries don't limit you or your holiday. They protect the version of you who gets to enjoy it. Most women hit a point in December where everything is louder. Emotions, expectations, other people's needs, and your nervous system feels all of it. And when you're stretched thin, your ability to honor your limits gets shaky. So this episode is meant to give you a breath, a reset, and some language you can actually use as you move through the next few weeks. Why do boundaries feel so hard? Let's start here because I want you to know you're not broken if boundaries feel uncomfortable. There's actually a neuroscience piece to this. Your brain is wired to protect connection. So when you say no, or even not today, your brain sometimes interprets that as a threat. And for many women, especially those of us who grew up learning to be accommodating, to be agreeable, to keep the peace, saying no can feel like you are risking belonging. But here's the thing, you can't show up as your truest, calmest, most grounded self when you're running on fumes because you've been putting everyone else's needs first. Boundaries aren't selfish. They're what make things sustainable. I want to talk about people pleasing. People pleasing is often a fawn response. It's your nervous system trying to smooth everything out so you stay safe, connected, and accepted. It's not weakness, it's the wiring in your brain. And during the holidays, when emotions are high and expectations are high, your fawn response gets triggered even more. If you feel guilty setting boundaries, that doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It means your body is trying to protect you the only way it knows how. And you get to retrain that. So let's talk about what happens when we don't set boundaries, because this is the pattern I see in a lot of women I coach. You say yes to hosting. You say yes to bringing the extra dish. You say yes to every school event, every church event, every family event. You say yes when you're tired. You say yes when you're overwhelmed. You say yes because you want to be nice. And then around December 20th, your body and your brain hit a wall. You're overstimulated, you're burnt out, you're snapping at people you love, and you don't feel like yourself. And it doesn't feel like a jolly holiday either. That's what happens when your needs don't have a place. Boundaries prevent the crash by protecting the parts of you that matter. So, how do we set a boundary? What's the difference between control and connection? A boundary is not controlling someone else. It's not controlling someone else's actions. A boundary is not telling someone how to behave. A boundary is simply you saying, here's what I'm available for. Here's how I'm willing to participate. It's about connection that feels healthy, not forced, not resentful. Here's an example. Let's say you're trying to stick to your goals during the holidays and you go to an event and someone notices you're going light on the high-calorie foods. Instead of saying, stop commenting on what I'm eating, a boundary might sound like, I'm not addressing food or bodies today. If the conversation goes there, I'm going to step away. You're not telling them what to do. You're telling them how you will act. Boundaries bring clarity without conflict. One of the biggest mistakes women make is trying to set a boundary from a place of frustration. If your chest is tight, if your throat feels warm, if your jaw is clenched, if you feel your heart beating faster, your nervous system is already in a stress response. Take a moment. Step into another room. Breathe. Let your shoulders drop. You don't have to respond instantly. You don't owe anyone immediate access to you. The clarity will come after you calm down. So let's make this practical. Here are a few situations you might face this season and what a boundary could look like. The food pusher moment. If someone keeps insisting you take seconds, everything was wonderful. I'm satisfied right now. Thank you. Someone comments about your plate or your body. I'm choosing what feels good for me today. Let's talk about something else. Expectations around staying longer. We're going to stay for 2 hours today and then head home to rest. Overcommitting. I can bring one dish this year, but I won't be able to take on the whole event. Needing personal space. I'm going to step away for a few minutes so I can come back feeling grounded. These are not dramatic statements. They're simple and kind. A lot of women tell me, I feel guilty when I set a boundary. What I want you to hear is this. Guilt doesn't mean the boundary is wrong. It's just something new. Your brain is adjusting. You're shifting patterns that were built decades ago. It will feel uncomfortable, but uncomfortable is not wrong. And here's the beautiful thing about boundaries. They build self-trust. Every time you honor your energy, your goals, your values, you teach yourself, I can count on me. And boundaries aren't just about you. They're a form of leadership in your home and in your relationships. When you show your kids what it looks like to honor your needs, when you show your family what calm clarity looks like, when you show your friends that kindness and honesty can coexist, you shape the emotional tone around you. You model healthy adulthood. You teach people how to treat you, and you protect your peace, not as a luxury, but as a responsibility to yourself and to those around you. So here's the message I want to leave you with today. Boundaries don't make your holidays smaller. They make you steadier. And when you're steadier, the holiday becomes more enjoyable for everyone around you. Boundaries are not a restriction. They're about preservation. They're about presence. They're about the version of you who gets to enjoy the season instead of just surviving it. You deserve a holiday that feels like it fits your life, your energy, and your values. And boundaries are how you create that. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this podcast, please share with a friend. And come back next week when we talk about the motivation dip, staying consistent when you don't feel like it.
Thank you for joining us on the comeback season. Please remember, the conversations we share here are for informational and motivational purposes only. We are not licensed medical professionals, and this podcast is not intended to diagnose, treat, or replace guidance from your doctor or your healthcare provider. Always consult your healthcare team before making changes to your nutrition, your fitness, or your mental health routines. Your health and well-being comes first, and we want you to move forward safely with the right support for your journey.